Do you run and hide your face to try to so separate? Come with me, my baby, 'cause I create joy from pain. Take the fault for your penance, you'll never have to fall from grace.
Aries, welcome to my channel, IKTG. Terrell, my name is Marcellus. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you clicking on the video, and I appreciate all the likes as well. And the people who have the new subscribers. I'm extremely grateful. Small, but growing. What I do here, for those who have never been here or new, I do a general energy spread. So I start off with a Spirit Oracle Animal card, and then I go into a 5-card tarot spread. Okay, and that tarot spread is past, present, the mutual energy, the future, and the most likely outcome. And then I clarify those positions as needed. The music that you hear in the introduction and that you hear playing in the background, it's another thing that I do. So I meditate in the collective's energy, and I come up with a song, sometimes hook, jingle, whatever you want to call it, and that's part of the message as well for the collective for that time period. Okay, but yeah, that's kind of what I do. If you like it, press like, share, subscribe to the channel, and so I can grow this family. All right, so we're gonna get right into it, and we'll see what energy or overall general energy you are in, what Spirit Oracle Animal card you have for this time period. So Spirit, show me the card that best represents the star sign Aries for this current time period. If you hear from the Tik Tok teaser, you guys had Ace of Swords, so that's a new beginning, clarity, truth, victory, so it's really good. Or cutting things out from your life that no longer serve you. So another meaning for that card, that particular energy for the teaser. So Spirit, show me the card that best represents the star sign Aries for this current time period. Snake. So you guys get snake, and that's earth energy. That's the alchemical symbol for earth. Makes sense. This is, as far as like the TikTok teaser, Ace of Swords. So what we have here, this is the flower of life, and this is obviously a snake is protecting your new beginning or your newfound, protecting this new beginning really, or your newfound knowledge of how things really are, or what's really going on. Okay, and that's what I feel from this. You're kind of everything on the outside is now reflective of kind of like what you on the inside, you know what I'm saying? So basically you're understanding more of how things work, as above, so below, as within, so without, is what I'm getting from that energy of the snake. It's nice. The end is the beginning is the end type thing. So that whole one, Ace of Swords, that one is the beginning of like a truth of yours, okay? Or a new truth for you. So I'm gonna read what it says in that's what I'm just picking up off of it. Let's see what it says here in the book. Snake, guardian of unawakened magic or creative potential. The snake is a symbol of our highest potential. It is said that Shakti, our creative life force, lies dormant at the base of our spine in the form of a coiled snake. Regardless of whether this image rings true for you, it's well worth considering the amount of unawakened or untapped potential within. What would life look like if you woke it up? How can you stir it from slumber? An experienced yoga or meditation teacher can lead the way. Make haste. The snake card appears when there is no more time to waste. So, yeah, movement, change, and understanding like how you feel inside is your happiness or your joy or your bliss, or basically what is inside is what is reflected outside, as within, so without. Okay, so which is like this song, you know, because this song is called Fall from Grace, and if you listen to the lyrics, it's basically talking about that. It's talking about that change. Okay, and waking up to that power that is within all of us, but especially for you, Aries, currently. So, all right, so we'll get going. We'll see what the tarot has to say. For Spirit, show me the cards that best represent the star sign Aries for this current time period. Show me the cards that best represent the star sign Aries for this current time period. Show me the cards that best represent the star sign Aries. Show me the cards that best represent the star sign Aries for this current time period. Show me the card. Show me. All right, let's see what's going on. So at the bottom of the deck, you have Four of Pentacles in reverse. So it's a release or an opening, not being so guarded or whatever, being more open, or letting go of, you know, kind of being frugal, or being, you know, reserved, so much reserved. And that makes sense because in the present energy, we have the Seven of Wands in reverse. This is being vulnerable, same as at the end of the deck with that Four of Pentacles. This is, you know, no longer being so guarded. And that's, in your recent past, you were kind of letting down the wall, so to speak. And which perhaps maybe from being that way or whatever, either you or this other person, I do think it's a person, it caused them to have a little bit of anxiety. This is the Nine of Swords. This is sleepless nights. So this person is really like kind of losing it a little bit. At least that's the energy of the nine, you know what I mean? Where it's like they can't quite figure out what is happening or why it's happening or why you are being the way you are. They're trying to put a finger on it, and really it's them, because you're, like I said, it's them, how they feel. So it's like an insecurity or some type of a shortcoming of theirs that is reflective of this energy. I really don't think that you are in this energy. I think this is this other person, you know, a little worried. But the mutual energy between the two of you is love, or this new opportunity for love. This is the type of love that is given to you by the divine. It's like kind of like all the worry from them and your vulnerability from you or whatever has precipitated this mutual understanding of each other in the way that love wins out, is basically what I'm trying to say. And that's the mutual energy, is that to know that love wins out. Like it's like an overflowing now that your guard is down. But I don't think they really thought that that was going to happen, really. Because in the future, we have this Five of Swords in reverse. No more mind games. I think they kind of still wanted to play the game, okay? Or thought that the game would still be, played out with you. But here we have this Five of Swords in reverse. No more of that mental conflict, no more of those mind games or whatever, kind of laying the proverbial sword down, and that's basically what I see there with that, and so that's the future. So the most likely outcome from that is the Death card, Scorpionic energy, card of Scorpio, but it's a transformation. It's a rebirth. It's a brand new you and a brand new start to this union, or even you, because that's that whole snake energy too, like that unawakened, and it all makes sense because it all ties into the Tik Tok teaser with the Ace of Swords. That's a brand new truthful beginning. It's victory, okay, from gleaning this new knowledge of self, especially with this Ace of Cups in the mutual position. So yeah, a new love of self, and that's great. That's a fantastic thing, Aries. I like that is happening. So let's look at this Nine of Swords. I want to clarify that. I really don't think that's your energy, Aries, but let's see. So clarify, Spirit, the Nine of Swords for the star sign, Aries. Clarify the Nine of Swords for the star sign, Aries, Spirit. Clarify the Nine of Swords. Clarify the Nine of Swords for the star sign, Aries. Clarify the Nine of Swords for the star sign, Aries. Clarify the Nine of Swords, Spirit. Call. Clarify the Nine of Swords. Clarify the Nine of Swords for the star sign, Aries. Clarify the Nine of Swords, Spirit. Ooh. That jumped out. I think that was more in reverse when it first came out. Kind of spun so fast. Clarify the Nine of Swords. Clarify the Nine of Swords. Clarify the Nine of Swords for the star sign, Aries. Clarify that Nine of Swords. And there we go. I usually get 3 on it, you guys. And wow. So, yeah. So, this is deep. And at the bottom of the clarifying deck, the Ace of Cups. So, the first card that came out was Two of Swords in reverse. When it's in the upright, it's being indecisive. And I think that you made the decision, or this person needs to make the decision to, this is not using their intuition. They weren't using their intuition, and they kind of need to. So this energy kind of needs, this High Priestess needs to flip and use their intuition. But because they weren't using it, actually, it could be the other way. I wasn't really sure. It spun so quickly, I couldn't see exactly how it landed. So it could be in the upright, needing to, use their intuition, okay? But it leads to that Ace of Swords, and that's why it's so high anxiety in this Nine of Swords, because they need to use their intuition to see this truth. And the truth of the matter is that there's love in this situation for sure. It's a lot of newness, okay, with this Death card, with this Ace of Swords clarifying this Nine of Swords, this anxiety, a fear of love, it looks like, from this person, fear of love, and you are kind of hip to the boogie, because that past energy was a Seven of Wands in reverse. So you hip to, like, you're ready to open up instead of being so guarded or whatever, and it's freed you, it's liberated you in many ways. So I really think that's their energy. And then at the bottom of the deck we have this Ace of Cups, and and then we go right into this mutual energy of the Ace of Cups too. And it's great because you're just not wanting to deal with the conflict, and you're letting it go. And because of that, you all of a sudden now all that resistance to it creates, a flood. You know what I'm saying? Instead of having that resistance, now you lay it down. You know what I mean? You lay it to rest, and all of a sudden it's just like this. The levee is broken, and everything changes, and now all this cool stuff is happening, good things are happening, and that's that transformation. That's what I see. But beautiful, very straightforward, really nothing more to go into. But if this resonates with you and represents a story for you, Aries, there'll be information in the description box or the description tab where you can reach out to me for a personal reading. We can go into depth, and we can talk about this transformation that I see here and the most likely outcome. Until we meet again, Aries, love, light, namaste.